Hey, Caroline, why are you still up? It is too late right now.
What's up? Please tell quickly. I'm occupied at the moment.
Why are you still awake at this hour?
It's none of your business. Why did you interrupt me?
I just wanted to know how you're doing. I know it's been tough since Dad passed away and it happened so suddenly.
Yeah, I'm fine. Can I get back to what I was doing?
Hold on, what are you doing now? Please reply me. After 30 minutes. Caroline, what on earth are you doing right now? I can't believe you're out partying. It hasn't just been a week since our dad's passing.
What? Who told that?
Let's ask your stupid friends about that. They're streaming on social media. Did you join them in drinking as well?
That does not concern you. Can you just leave me alone?
You're hanging out with people who are smoking, drinking alcohol, and God knows what not.
Why do you even care? You can't tell me what I should do. Stop acting like my mother.
Wait, are you really drunk? Unbelievable. You're not old enough to drink alcohol.
You don't have to impose your boring thoughts on everyone else.
You have to be ashamed of your selfishness. Our father passed away just a week ago, and all you're concerned about is your party and alcohol.
People pass away. It's a part of life. If you want to grieve, find a corner and cry alone. Just don't ruin my party.
After all, he was your father.
I've grieved, but I can't spend all my time crying like you do. I have other priorities in my life, but you wouldn't understand that, would you? So, please, don't bother me. I'm trying to have a good time hosting this party.
Hold on a minute. Are you the one organizing the party? Is that what you use my credit card for?
Ha ha, you're so naive.
How will you repay all this money? You don't even have a job.
Don't fret. I'll reimburse you when I receive the inheritance Dad left for me. Now give back the piece to me, and let me enjoy the party.
I hope you have a good time. It's going to be unforgettable. 3 hours later.
Damn it. Did you cause this?
What are you talking about?
The police?
I hope you enjoy the surprise, little sister. How's the party going?
I can't believe you reported us to the authorities. Did you forget I'm your little sister?
Do you also remember that our father recently passed away? I simply believed that if a group of underage kids were having a wild party with alcohol, the authorities should be aware of it, so I informed them.
How did you even find our address?
You have to ask your friends who post everything on social media.
I'll definitely tell Mom about this.
Are you attempting to threaten me? It is nonsense.
Just wait and see, you wicked person. I'll make sure you know your place.
Yes, before you do that, don't forget to return my credit card and the money you spent on the party. The next day. What the hell you're doing? You're acting recklessly. Mom, what's going on? How could you endanger your little sister like that? Have you completely lost your senses? Carolyn talked to you, didn't she? Of course, she told me. Otherwise, how would I have found out about these risky actions you're taking? Before calling me an idiot, do you know what Caroline did? What wrong things did she do? She used alcohol and cigarettes, though she's not old enough. Are you certain that's what occurred? Or are you attempting to blame her because you're envious of her? Jealous of Caroline? Why on earth would I be? It's clear, because she's always been more attractive than you and people have consistently preferred her. I'm not that childish. You can't know how miserable she had to suffer after your dad's death. She is so miserable that she's out partying with her friends, right? That's because you can't see beyond your envy. Oh dear, you'll find any excuse to favor your favorite child, won't you? Come on, this is not. It's about you and your sister's reputation. Do you consider what people would think if she had been caught yesterday? You're concerned about what people would think? Even if she got in trouble, it wouldn't be my fault. She'd be facing consequences for her own choices. You do realize the legal drinking age is 21, right? She is not old enough to do so. Don't try to make excuses. You're just a selfish older sister who's envious of her. Jealous? Please. I don't even care about her beauty standards. How can you speak about my daughter like that? I believe that I've done nothing wrong. I know that both you and Caroline hate me. You ungrateful wretch. Leave our house right now. I disown you. Just another reason to kick me out, right? So you and your beloved daughter can live without my interference in your lives. I understand that you never cared about me. You never have. Only Caroline is your daughter. Only Dad was the one who took care of me in this family. Now that he's gone. Don't pretend anymore. I disgust you. Save your tears for crying on the streets. That won't be necessary because I have a job and can find my own place. Whatever. Just leave my house. You have until tomorrow to move out. I hope I don't need to remind you again. Sure, I'll leave. I'll be relieved to go. I'd rather live alone than with two people like you and Caroline. You deserve to be treated like that? After a month. What's the hell going on, Hannah? It seems that you received my notice. Why is this happening? It's hilarious. Your cognitive ability is getting worse with the time. Don't beat around the bush anymore. What's this all about? It's a notice for you and your daughter to move out the house, Mom. Do you think we're foolish enough to leave just because of your notice? No, you'll leave because I own the house now. That's a nice joke, but I'm not falling for it. Did something happen to your head? What makes you think that? Oh, so you do not know yet. Not know of what? Have you ever seen Dad's will, Mom? Dad's private lawyer has just contacted me and talked about the will.
I spoke to the lawyer about it, but didn't go into specifics. Why?
Well, you must not have known that Dad left his entire inheritance to me. What? Repeat? What are you saying? I just mean that you won't receive a single dollar from his inheritance. And also, the house belongs to me. How is that even possible? Why would he leave everything to you? I guess we cannot find out why. And I want everyone out of the house within a week. That is the last favor for you and your little daughter. What? This is very urgent. How do I organize everything? Did you care about where I'd go when you kicked me out of the house and disowned me? So why should I care now? Perhaps you should ask your beloved daughter to get a job. That would help you all find money for a new place. You can't force us to leave the house. We will not do so. I don't care. It's your business. After a week? Why are your and Caroline's belongings still here? I've already informed you to leave within a week, right? I've told you that we're not leaving no matter what. Are you serious? I need to move back in, so please remove your things from the house. I've told you we're staying. You can move back, but we won't leave this house soon. My godness! Now you're going to make me live with you? Believe whatever you want, but we're not going anywhere. This is our house. Okay, let's do what you want. I will see how this goes. 3 days later. What the hell, Caroline? Did you steal my bag inside my room?
You finally wake up, huh? I did that a couple hours ago when you were deeply asleep.
I don't have time for your silly games. I'm running late for work. I'll talk to you later.
Sorry, but that's not going to happen.
What on earth are you saying?
You are so stupid.
Don't challenge me. Just explain why you've stolen such an expensive bag of mine, my house.
I still can't understand why Dad left all the inheritance to you instead of me. Why do you think he did that?
Don't divert the topic. You must give the bag back to me.
I already told you. That's not going to happen. This bag is mine at least until next week.
Mommy! What? Are you crazy? Stop this madness, Caroline. Otherwise, you have to pay a costly lesson for this. Respond to me. 2 hours later. Do you realize your silly daughter has taken one of my expensive bags?
Oh, yes. So what do you want to mention? You shouldn't be so surprised. I did promise to make your stay comfortable.
This is getting completely out of hand, Mom. I allowed both of you to stay in the house out of kindness, but you've made things a mess. Attempting to take my personal belongings, disrupting my work meetings. You and Caroline truly crossed the line with this. This shouldn't even be your house. I don't know how you got the house in your name, but I'll ensure I reclaim it from you. You can't, Mom. It's explicitly mentioned in Dad's will that all the inheritance belongs to me. I can't believe your father would betray me like this. There must be a reason why Dad did so, but that's not important now. It's about time you end your foolish schemes or I'll have no choice but to evict you and your daughter from the house. All you do is threaten us. I'd like to see you attempt to remove us. Just wait and see. What's that supposed to mean? After a week.
How could you possibly do this to us?
You got what you deserve. I repeatedly warned you to stop bothering me while you were living in my house.
I can't believe you called the police.
I've done nothing wrong here. This is my house, so I have the right to deport you. You should have told me what you do. I want to live in peace with you and Mom under my roof, but you insisted on making me suffer, so be it. How did it feel to be at the police station?
Don't mess with me, silly girl. You must regret doing this.
I don't care about your empty threats. I hope not to see your face at my house anymore. From now on, you have to be responsible for yourself and Mom.
You really thought that you could beat us by kicking us out of the house?
Caroline, what do you want? I have more important things to do than listen to your insults. And I don't want to hear your apology either. It won't change my mind about letting you back into my house.
Oh, please. We don't need you or your house. We can temporarily afford to stay at the hotel before finding a new house. By the way, I have taken your credit card with me. Thank you in advance.
What? Did you take my credit card without permission? That's illegal.
You're careless. Unluckily, you cannot know where I am right now.
I can't believe it. Stealing things from my house. Seriously?
Oh, you're no fun. Let's take it simple. I borrow your money and I'll repay you when I get a job. Normally, older sisters will always help their younger siblings when they are in trouble, right?
I'm not willing to do so. Don't tell me you've used my credit card for shopping, huh? Are you losing your mind? Wait, what have you done to my credit card?
I just borrow you $200,000 to buy some clothes. I would have bought you a gift, but they don't sell anything for ugly witches like you.
$200,000? Seriously? Did you buy up the entire store or something? Who in their right mind spends $200,000 on clothes?
Just because you don't have a good fashion sense doesn't mean others don't. Please let me enjoy my shopping.
You need my money. Hey, Caroline, reply me. 5 hours later.
How crazy you are. Is this what you've been scheming all along?
What are you referring to?
Quit pretending. The police arrested Caroline, and I believe you've done something. You must fix this mess.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Why was she arrested?
She was arrested for fighting with the staff at the clothing store. It's because of you.
She fought with a clothing store staff. How can that be my fault? Are you suggesting I forced her to fight with them?
She called and informed me that she was shopping with your credit card. However, you locked it. If you hadn't done that, it wouldn't have led to this situation.
Well, this is on me. It's my own money your daughter is spending recklessly. And now it's my responsibility for her crime?
I don't care. You're the one responsible for all of this, and you'll be the one to help her get out.
Why should I do that?
She's your younger sister, Hannah.
Oh, please. I'm the older one, but that doesn't mean I have to take responsibility for her mistakes. Then, by that logic, you're also my mother. But have you ever taken care of me when I needed it? What were you doing back then? Protecting your beloved daughter when she's in the wrong, just like you're doing now?
I don't want to hear anything. You're the one who needs to help her out. That's all I know.
I can't believe you're still backing her up. She took my credit card first and then fought with other people when she could not pay for her. Clothes! That's nonsense. Do you even know how much money that is? Up to $200,000. You couldn't know how hard I worked to earn it.
Don't waste any more time. Just go and get your sister out of jail.
I have said no. And you should tell her to prepare for some legal consequences. 2 weeks later.
Can you please help us, Hannah?
Once more, aren't you tired of always chasing me around?
It's a serious matter, and I really need your help.
Please, just give me peaceful space, Mom.
If we don't pay enough compensation, Caroline will be sentenced to 6 months. The judge was prepared to address her case as it was her initial felony, but your report about the stolen credit card only worsened our situation. Moreover, we're responsible for the expenses resulting from the harm Caroline caused to the staff.
It's not we, Mom. You're the one responsible for the fine.
Please help us one another time. I have no idea where I get that kind of money. I'm barely covering my rent and other stuffs with my little savings.
I don't really care. Do whatever you want. Just give me some space.
You're my daughter, and I know you have the means. They'll increase her sentence by 3 months if I can't pay the fine. You know how hard it is to live in prison for up to 6 months, even a single day. This is not to mention an additional 3 months if I can't pay would be incredibly tough for her.
Do you really think I'm concerned about that?
Please, I need the money, and I believe I deserve a portion of the inheritance your father left you. After all, I was his wife.
I don't think that's going to happen. Please, just stop bothering me. Later that night. Mom, did you just come into my house?
Oh, you're awake. I thought you were asleep.
Why were you on my porch so late at night? Did you attempt to break in?
No, I just came to have a conversation with you.
Are you serious?
Why do you know?
Mom, I have that camera in my house, so don't try to do any wrongdoing. By the way, what were you coming to my home for?
Your home? This is just silly. How on earth did this happen? Why did he leave his inheritance on you over his wife?
You genuinely have no idea why Dad left everything to me?
You've known the reason all along and never told me?
No, just a short time ago. I was also curious about it, so I investigated the matter. And guess what I discovered?
What?
Don't act as if you didn't know why Dad did so.
I truly don't understand. What are you saying?
That you had an affair with his friend, and Caroline isn't his child. That's why he left the inheritance to his sole daughter, me.
What? He knew?
Oh, so it's true. Wow, you're truly unbelievable. Is this why you always showed favor to Caroline over me?
It was a terrible mistake.
And you kept this secret for over 2 decades.
I'm so sorry. Please help me, Hannah.
If you ever attempt to enter my home again illegally, I'll ensure you end up in a prison cell next. To your daughters, do you understand?
I just want to apologize for all I have done to you. I want my daughter back. Please grant me one final opportunity.
Does Caroline know her birth father?
No, I never disclosed it to her.
Indeed, you didn't. I'll make it easier for you. I'll tell her.
No, please don't. It would break her.
She deserves to know. Regardless of our differences, what's right is right. And by the way, don't try to ask for my help anymore. Caroline needs to take responsibility for what she did to become more mature. Even following that incident, my mother tried to reach out to me multiple times, but we never met in person. As time passed, she stopped troubling me and began to struggle to make ends meet. She couldn't afford to pay Caroline's fine, leading to an additional 3 months added to her sentence. I went to see Caroline in prison and revealed the truth to her. She was profoundly hurt by being kept in the dark for 2 decades. As for me, I invested a significant portion of my inheritance in charity. Hope that members of a family always take care of others and live peacefully together.
Hey, what exactly are you doing? Don't you realize you made me late for class? What will you do if I fail this course?
Naomi, don't take your rage out on me. You were the one who slept in. You have any idea how to set an alarm? I woke you up on time, as I always do. But you just continued to sleep. Don't blame me if you don't get up.
What? Come on! You're well aware that you can't just wake me up once?
You must do until I get up. Callista, you're to blame. Hey, I was attempting to wake you up for at least 30 minutes, beginning at 6 o'clock. I tried all the way till I had to go for work. But you simply refused to get up. I have a job, and I can't spend my entire morning attempting to rouse you from your slumber. I'm sure you stayed up late last night playing video games.
No, that was not the case last night. Last night, there were no games. I was on the phone with someone. I stayed up late talking with my boyfriend.
In any case, you stayed up far too late, as you frequently do. So it's your fault. Please don't blame me for your excessive slumber. Now that you're in college, it's time to stand on your own 2 feet.
Oh no, not another lecture. Please keep quiet. This is not something I want to hear first thing in the morning. Thank you very much, but I don't need my maid to act as my parent.
I'm not your personal maid. I'm your stepmother. When are you going to stop rebelling and contradicting me? It's gotten old.
You aren't my mother. Don't pretend to be. You will never be accepted as my mother. You're nothing more than my father's second wife. That's all. And I'll never try to befriend you. Never! I was the first one here. Don't think I'm unaware that you're mocking me since I didn't get into Stanford. You feel I'm a joke because I'm able to gain admission to your alma mater. I can sense you passing judgment on me. But take heed. Don't look down on me. You have no standing.
I'm not looking down on you. How many times have I said it to you? The process is more essential than the results. That is my opinion. It makes no difference whether you go to Stanford or not. And you have pals that are having fun at school now, right? That is all that is important. Have fun while getting an education.
It's simple for you to say. You truly irritate me at times. Enough of this. Please simply ignore me. I'll be out partying with buddies when I finish my classes today. I won't be home for supper because I'll most likely be busy all night.
Wait a minute, Naomi. That is something we must discuss. You are aware that you are not of legal drinking age. You're only 20 years old. And it's not your birthday till next month. It's only a short distance away. However, you are not permitted to drink till then. This is something your father and I have agreed on.
Is this happening again? Please give me a break. I'm no longer a child, so please let me do what I want.
You're no longer a child, but you're not old enough to drink legally, so we won't let you. That's all there is to it. You're still living here, eating our food and not paying rent, so you'll follow the house rules as long as you're here. And I'm sure your father told you the same thing.
My father, not you, is the one who pays the mortgage and puts food on the table. I rely on him, so I will follow his instructions. That is something I agree on. But I won't rely on you, and I won't take your directions.
Naomi, I get you out of bed every morning. Actually, I'd say you rely on me quite a bit.
Enough of this. This is a non-issue. Because I'm going out to drink tonight, and you're not going to be able to stop me. I don't care about the home rules or your grousing.
Maids do not give me commands or lectures. Understand?
Soon after,
Patrick, I apologize for bothering you at work. I understand how hectic your schedule is. Can you speak right now? It's crucial.
I'm just having a late lunch, so I can talk right now. What's going on? Is everything okay? You never contact me at work?
It's all about Naomi. I just can't get through to her. She's sworn she'll go out drinking with her friends. I reiterated our position on the matter, but she refused to listen. The same old tale. Can you discuss it with her? I believe you should for her sake as much as ours.
She is constantly looking for a quarrel with you. Isn't she always breaking the rules? I had a serious conversation with her about this not long ago, but she doesn't appear to have taken any of it seriously.
And I realize it's a little late to ask you this, but it's something I have to do. Mark, dealing with her on these topics is quite difficult for me. I'm sorry to bother you, but could you please handle this from now on?
Sure, but may I inquire why?
Her attitude toward me has deteriorated recently. She's become so disrespectful to me that I'm worried I'll lose my cool with her. She's even begun referring to me as her maid recently. I've had enough of this.
Did she say that to you?
Yes. You know, she and I have never gotten along particularly well, but things are really awful right now. Recently, the relationship has taken a turn for the worse. It's strange, and I'm not sure why, but she has a fascination with Stanford. You do realize she didn't get in there, don't you? Now she's complaining about how she couldn't get in when I went there.
She couldn't get in and she's still blaming you. That is unacceptable.
I know she worked really hard to get in, and she was willing to wait a year if necessary. Her grades were fantastic, and her teachers provided glowing recommendations. She simply did poorly on the interview essays. I'm sure that occurs to everyone. She still doesn't seem to be able to forgive herself. That's not good.
But it's inappropriate for her to vent on you. That's also not acceptable. And you're her maid? That's simply not right. She must apologize for this. Is she even aware of how much you do for her and us on a daily basis?
I genuinely have an idea. However, you may not like it. What if I go away for a while?
What exactly do you mean by go away? Are you going to abandon me? Do you want to get a divorce? Have things between you and Naomi been that bad?
No, that is not the case. Don't be alarmed. It has nothing to do with divorce. I'm talking about merely going away for a little bit. I recently received an offer to begin a new position with my firm in another city, and I'm considering it seriously.
What kind of position are you looking for? Is this a raise? Where are they going to send you?
They asked if I could accompany them to Chicago, and it's a long-term mission, likely lasting 2 years. 2 years is a long time, but it's a fantastic chance, so I'd like to pursue it and see where it takes me. Furthermore, it could be a nice method for me to put some distance between Naomi and myself. The timing appears to be favorable. What is your opinion?
Yeah, I understand your point. It could be a good idea to try to calm things down a little. If we continue on as we have, both of you will get increasingly stressed by the situation. I'll be lonely, but I'll get by. I may have new opportunities as well.
Yeah, I believe that placing some distance between us will help. Much more than simply discussing it. She'll undoubtedly notice I'm fleeing, but there's nothing I can do about it. However, I believe that it is the best solution to the current issue.
I know you're not going anywhere. Don't be concerned about it. You have a fantastic chance, so go to Chicago and make us proud. I'll take care of the house and Naomi. While you're away, I'll take care of everything.
Really? What do you do for me?
Without a doubt. Remember how we're a team. Naomi's recent behavior has also troubled me. I'm not liking what I'm hearing from you, nor do I like what I'm hearing from her. I'm going to chat to her about a couple things, father to daughter. Hopefully, by the time you return, this house will be more comfortable for you to live in.
That would be fantastic. Thanks. I'm excited to hear how things progress.
That reminds me of something. You deserve a break from everything. Why not take a small solo excursion before you depart next month? Spend a few days at the beach or at a resort. Isn't it good to get away? You can replenish your batteries and return to your new job rejuvenated and prepared. What do you think about that?
That's an excellent idea. That's something I'd like to do. But, Naomi's 21st birthday is right around that time. We must all assist her in celebrating that night, possibly until late.
I'm sure she'll be drinking with friends that night. We can have a family celebration whenever we choose. It is not required that it be on her actual birthday. You should proceed with your journey. Don't stress over Naomi's birthday. I'll take care of everything else.
Then I'm going to follow your advice and go on my little excursion. Thank you, my dear. We'll see you soon. Love you.
Naomi's 21st birthday.
Naomi, happy 21st birthday. I wish you a wonderful day. Have you already gathered all of your mates and begun drinking?
Yes, it's wonderful to see everyone. I'm having a fantastic time. And as of today, I am legally permitted to drink. So that is exactly what I intend to do in massive amounts.
That's fantastic. Have a nice time. You're an adult in every aspect now, and you can do whatever you want. However, it also implies that you must accept personal responsibility for yourself and your actions. So keep that in mind, okay? Responsibility comes with freedom.
Yes. I'm aware of everything. You have to lecture me all the time, don't you? But this means you're no longer going to treat me like a child, right?
That's most likely correct. I suppose we all need to adjust.
That's okay. In that case, I have something to say right now that I finally have the opportunity. Please leave our house and do not return.
What? What exactly did you say?
Yes, it is correct. I'm no longer a kid and I don't need your lectures. So kindly simply take your belongings and leave my house. As soon as possible, please. You're no longer needed or accepted here.
What are you doing? What are you thinking? What is this all about now? What happened to you?
There is nothing unexpected about it. I've wanted you to leave for a long time. And I promised myself a long time ago that if you were still alive on my 21st birthday, I'd finally put an end to this.
And then what?
You never really understood your place, did you? You aren't his first wife, and you aren't my mother. And your acts have completely irritated me. Now leave and never return!
Wow! Do you evil simply vanish because you order me to?
Hey, I'm an adult, and that's how things are going to be. As a result, you can see this as a serious demand made by an adult. It is not a child's joke. As a result, you should take it seriously rather than mocking or dismissing it. Get it?
Naomi, how could you possibly? This is nasty and selfish even for you. What do you think your father would think of this?
This is the day I've been looking forward to. It's the day I become an adult and take control of my life. We no longer require your maid services. You are fired.
Have your way with it. Goodbye.
I never, ever want to see your face again.
You can now live on your own. See how that goes. Because both your father and I are departing.
What? You're simply lying now.
Absolutely not. It just so happens that your father and I had travel plans for today. That's great timing. He and I may simply vanish, as you requested.
A trip? What kind of travel are you planning? He never mentioned a vacation to me.
We'll be in Chicago. I already have a place to stay there, so your father can remain with me there until we can find a place to live together. He's right here away now, nodding his head in accord. I swear I'm not lying.
What exactly are you talking about? I don't trust any of it. And what exactly do you mean when you say you're both going to vanish? That's not possible. All I want is for you to vanish, not for my father.
Patrick texted Naomi on Callista's phone.
No, we're leaving together. I can't take it any longer. Callista should not have to do the same.
What? Dad? Is it you?
This is the final straw, Naomi. It's time I cut you off for good. From now on, you should consider yourself fatherless. I'm finished with you.
What? What exactly do you mean? I assumed you and I were fine. Dad, hold on. Where is all of this coming from? I don't get it. What do you mean you're interrupting me? What is your reason for leaving? What are you attempting to accomplish here?
That is the question I should be asking. What are you thinking, telling Callista she's no longer welcome in our home? She's my wife. I understand that parents remarrying can be difficult for children, and we've always done our best for you, Naomi. Callista, on the other hand, is a beautiful wife who has worked hard to take care of you as well. Despite this, you continue to treat her like a spoiled brat, no matter how old you are. You need to brush up on your manners and show respect for your elders. To put it frankly, I'm sick of your shenanigans, and she is too. As a result, we're leaving.
What? Why? I don't get it.
You must have heard me. Today is your 21st birthday and you consider yourself an adult, correct? Fine. You can then take care of yourself as an adult. Your new life has begun. You now have no parents. How does that make you feel? And you can finally live your life as an adult, just like you've always wanted to. Best wishes?
What exactly do you mean? I'm not sure what you mean.
That house is being sold. You have 1 month to find new housing. You better hurry up.
Dad, hold on a second. How are you able to accomplish this? This cannot be true. Selling the house and moving out? What are you going to do?
Oh, sure. Callista is my choice. She acquired a new job and will be transferred for a couple of years. She's already organized and has a place to stay. It'll actually work out quite well.
Is that where you're going to live? Chicago?
Yes. When Callista leaves, it'll just be you and me here. I requested and received permission to work from home, believing that I would be able to remain at home and that it would assist to enhance your attitude. Regrettably, this has not occurred. So, in any case, starting next month, I'll be working from home due to you. I've just chosen to sell the house and go to Chicago with Callista. I have the freedom to work from any place now, so that's what I'm going to do. And you've given me a cause to do it.
You can't possibly be serious. Please think about it, Dad. You're going to abandon me, your loving daughter, and go with her?
Loving daughter? Naomi, I don't see much love coming from you. You have not lived up to your moniker in the least. All I see from you is rash rage and vicious remarks directed towards my wife. I see you changing for years.
What? I had no idea you felt that way.
Yes, it is correct. Don't think I've been ignoring you. You were mistaken if you assumed I wasn't paying attention or didn't care. Callista has endured every insult you've hurled her way and hasn't given up. Furthermore, she has never complained to me or mouthed you about it all. Despite this, you refuse to show her any respect. You even treat her as though she's your maid. That is something I will not tolerate as her husband. I've had enough of standing on the sidelines.
Wait a second, Dad. Please allow me to clarify.
I accompanied Callista to the airport after dropping you off at your birthday celebration and escorted her to her aircraft to Chicago. Now I'm going to go home, pack my own luggage, and follow her. I just made a decision. I've already taken some time off from work, so I'll be on the aircraft as well. Anyway, it's time for a fresh start.
No. Don't leave, Dad. This can't be right. I don't think so. Are you really abandoning me? This is not fair.
Didn't you tell Callista to leave? You instructed her to leave. Aren't you receiving what you asked for? She's no longer with us as of today.
But this isn't at all what I asked for. No way. I just wanted Callista to leave. Not you either, Dad. And you said you're home. That was not something I asked for.
But, Naomi, your words and actions welcomed all of this. Do you see it yet? I believe it is time for you to pause.
Please wait. I'll make a change. What should I do once you board the plane? How will I survive? Who is going to pick me up after my birthday party? Dad, you're supposed to pick me up. We just discussed it a few hours ago.
You'll have to come up with something on your own. I'm sorry, but I won't be able to attend.
Huh, that's not feasible, you know. I don't have any cash with me for a taxi, and they don't accept credit cards. So, what should I do?
Figure it out on your own. You are, as you stated, an adult now. I'm sure you'll come up with something.
Oh, please.
I'll send you the remainder of your tuition money all at once. After that, it's up to you. Naomi, be the mature young lady you are and do what needs to be done.
Please wait a moment, Dad. Please.
Goodbye and best wishes. And congrats on being a full-fledged legal adult. I know you'll be a good one someday after you learn a few more lessons.
The next day.
Are you actually planning to sell this house? The movers were already on the job today. It appears that they have taken everything but my belongings.
Yes, I believe it is taking place. My apartment in Chicago is quite large. Your father and I believe we will be able to live nicely there together.
Tell me where it is. I wish I could be with you two. Please send me the address.
No, I don't think so. How will you finish college if you relocate all the way here?
I can attend lessons online. That's so simple these days. Please allow me to live with you too.
No, sorry.
So, where's Shaniv? Don't you feel terrible for me getting thrown out like this?
No way. And if you've got time to complain like this, you've got time to find a new place to live. Get moving so you don't wind up on the street.
Where am I supposed to look? I have no idea where to start looking.
Go online and start looking.
Online? Where do I look on the internet? I have no idea where to go for websites.
Sure, there are a lot of them? You need to narrow them down. Begin by searching for properties online, then narrow down.
But how do I choose between them?
You do this by considering pricing, location, facilities, and so forth. It is determined by your unique demands and desires.
But I'm not sure what I require. I also have no idea how much rent should be. I have no idea about amenities, layouts, or anything else. If you're going to abandon me like this, at least stick with me until I get things sorted out.
Naomi, believe me, this will be a fantastic learning experience for you. Keep going, youngster.
No, you're not just going to abandon me like this. I'm not going to believe it. You must at the very least assist me in finding a suitable apartment. You have no choice.
Naomi, you're an adult now. You stated it yourself. Remember how you no longer require the services of a maid? I'm confident you'll be able to handle everything on your own. Best of luck.
2 weeks later.
Callista, you must assist me. I need assistance or I'll end up on the street. The landlord of the flat I desire says I have to pay 2 months' rent plus a cleaning deposit up ahead.
Then pay him, you dummy. Your father has already paid for your tuition and living expenses. So what's the issue? You should, by the way, express your gratitude to him.
He didn't give me nearly enough. I've been staying with friends here and there, and I've been repaying them by taking them out to eat and purchasing groceries for them. I also had problems getting to class on time at times, so I've had to utilize cabs to avoid being late. I already have nothing left. If I don't obtain some assistance, I might have to delve into my tuition savings.
What? How did all of this come about?
Callista, pay attention. I sincerely apologize for all that has occurred previously. Please accept my apologies. My stay at a friend's house has definitely opened my eyes. Callista, I get it now. I noticed how hard you worked at home every day. I'll never treat you like one of my buddies again. I guarantee it. Please accept my apologies. I mean, as my father's wife, you're like my mother, right? Please, as a mother, do not abandon me in this manner.
Naomi, your father I divorced. What? What? Yes. So I'm no longer your father's wife. And I'm no longer your mother. Or, of course, your maid.
That cannot be correct. Have you and your father divorced?
Yes, on paper. But we're still together.
So, what's the point of all of this?
Your father came up with the idea. He didn't want you to cause me any more problems, so he proposed we split formally. That way, you and I have no relationship, and I won't be drawn into any of your difficulties. So, when and if you marry and have someone to look after you, your father and I will remarry.
That's insane.
But, Naomi, I doubt anyone wants to marry you right now. So there's no telling when your father and I will be able to remarry.
You're absolutely correct. I don't believe anyone would want to marry me. That is why we must return to the previous state.
No way. That's not going to happen. So, Naomi, take care. Remember, you have the option of spending all of your tuition money, but that is your duty. Consider it carefully because you are the only one on whom you can rely right now.
Following that, I learned that Naomi used her tuition money to pay the deposit for the apartment, and she was eventually moved in. She was obliged to start working as a waitress while still studying, and she rapidly found herself missing classes and arriving late to work. She appears to have already spent a large portion of her tuition money on other activities, putting her college degree in peril. When Patrick found out about all of this, he simply stated that it was all Naomi's responsibility, and that he would no longer be assisting her. We'll be returning here after my mission in Chicago is over, but we'll keep it secret. Will we get to meet Naomi after she graduates from college and finds a nice job?
Natalie, we need to talk.
What's wrong, Mom?
About your high school. You said you want to go to the private school in the other city, right?
Yeah, Mom. I really want to go to that school.
You know that school is a bit far from our home?
I know it's a bit far, but it's such a great school. They have an amazing cheerleading team and I want to be a part of it. Their uniform is so cute too.
All right, Natalie. Then let's go check out the school next week and ask about the enrollment.
Really, Mom? But you said I can't go to that school because I'll have to wake up real early. And you don't want to have to wake me up every morning. I thought you weren't going to ever let me go there. What changed your mind, Mom?
You won't have to wake up too early if we live close to the school. It won't be a problem anymore. I won't have to wake you up and you can walk yourself to school. So getting to class on time will be your responsibility.
Just you and I? I mean, I'd be happy to be living close to the school, but what about Dad? Isn't he moving with us?
No, Natalie. Your dad and I are thinking of getting divorced. We're thinking we should get divorced by the time you graduate from your current. After that, we can move to the area close to your high school. Just you and I, Natalie. Do you think it's a good idea?
Why are you getting divorced, Mom? What's the reason?
It's just that your dad and I had a big fight. We can't stay together anymore. We've had many fights before, but this one is just a bit too much. So divorce is the only solution we could come up with.
Mom, could it be that the real reason you're getting divorced is because Dad cheated on you?
How did you know that, Natalie?
Yeah, I saw him holding hands with a young woman not long ago.
I'm sorry you had to see something like that. It must have been shocking to see him with a woman. But this makes it easier to talk to you since you know the truth already. Your dad betrayed us by being with that other woman. You and I don't seem to matter as much to him anymore. That's why I thought it'd be a good idea for us to move to a different city away from here. Just you and I together.
I'm not going with you. I'd rather stay here with Dad. So if you still want to move to a different city, you can go ahead, but do that on your own. I'm not coming along. Don't bring me into your mess.
Natalie, what are you talking about? Are you saying that you prefer to stay with Dad even though he betrayed us?
That's what I'm saying. It's not something unusual. I see celebrities cheating on each other all the time. It's not a big deal. He might be cheating on you, but he's still a good dad. He makes good money and buys me anything I need. Sure, but that's not all, is it? He barely spends time with us anymore. Well, if he wasn't making enough money, that would be a problem. But he works hard and makes lots of money, and that's good enough for me. I don't care if he doesn't spend a lot of time with me. Dad makes a lot more money than you. So there's no way I'm choosing to be with you.
Are you saying that you're choosing which parent to go with just by their amount of income? Is that what you're really saying?
I'm just 15 now. I needs to be financially supported by an adult. Am I saying something wrong?
Well, then you should be picking me.
What? Are you kidding?
Natalie, work is different. You should know one thing.
I know nothing, Mom. I already know that you only make little money comparing to Dad. I don't want to have to hear any excuses or lies from you. Just leave us alone and go live on your own. You're pretty much a housewife with no money.
A housewife with no money? Is that how you see me?
Sorry, Mom, but Dad told me everything. He told me that you two are thinking of getting divorced. And when you do, he told me not to go with you because I'll end up having to live dirt poor. I don't want to be poor.
Did he really say that to you? I can't believe it.
No matter what you say, I'm going to live with Dad. You can go ahead and move to a different city anytime you want. You don't have to wait for my graduation. Mom. I heard from Dad that you're getting kicked out by him. Apparently, he told you to get out of the house. Is that true?
Yes, he did. That's what he told me. That's why I started to pack my stuff and getting ready to leave.
You seem really calm, Mom. I thought you'd be sobbing and whining about having to leave.
Natalie, I'm going to ask you one last time. Are you sure you're going to stay with Dad? You really don't want to come along with me?
Stop being so annoying, Mom. I already told you like a million times that I'm choosing Dad. Stop asking me that question.
Do you understand that he just goes off and puts his needs before his family's? He cheated on me, Natalie. That's not what a decent adult does when they're married. You're old enough to understand the difference, right? I just want you to rethink. This is a very important decision before you regret it. Also, remember how your dad was never really there for you at any of the important life events.
Yeah, but he always tried to make it up by buying me stuff. It's not all that bad. So, Mom, stop making it sound like he's a terrible person. Plus, what matters to me more is who has enough money to keep me happy.
If that's what matters to you the most, then you should be coming along with me.
What? You're a right minimum wage job. There's no way you make enough money to keep me happy.
It's not like what you think, Natalie.
Okay, Mom. Go start with your excuses again. I don't want to hear any of it. You should be more worried about yourself, Mom.
Why should I be worried about myself?
Because you should just let Dad be with whoever he wants, but stay married to him. Are you sure you're going to be financially okay if you divorce him?
Why would I do that? There's no way I'm accepting your dad and his infidelity. How could you even say that to me?
Well, I'm just worried about your financial situation after you get divorced. You're going to be poor without him. Stop being so stuck up and just realize that you need to have to live a good life. You should be begging him not to get divorced.
Excuse me? Do you realize what you're saying?
Let me ask you one last time. Are you going to be okay without Dad?
Don't worry about me, I'll be fine because I make $200,000 a year.
What? Are you joking?
Thanks for worrying so much about me. I was worried you didn't care about me anymore. I'm glad to know you still care about me. All these years I raised you was not in vain.
Mom, what are you saying? Did you just make a typo or something? You mean 20,000 a year? There's no way you make 200,000. Dad said you don't even make 20,000 a year. You only make half of that.
Dad told you that? Really?
Yeah, he told me you only make 10,000 a year. He said you only make minimum wage and that's why your income is so little. But unlike you, Dad makes 100,000 a year only by working 4 days a week. That's why he said that I'd be much better off with him than you.
Okay, first thing you should know is that someone who can cheat on others is also a person who can easily lie to others. Don't believe anything your dad says. Your dad's making 100,000 a year by working just 4 days a week? Don't make me laugh, Natalie. It's all a lie. He doesn't even have a job.
What? What do you mean he doesn't have a job? You mean he's unemployed now? That's crazy.
You seem to have believed everything your dad says, Natalie. But the truth is that he's not working at all. He stopped working 3 years ago when he quit his job. I worked hard because your dad won't work. And I ended up making $200,000 a year. I'm the one who feeds you and your dad not just by cooking. I'm the one who makes the money that takes care of everything in this family. And of course, including the things your dad bought you.
How do I know you're telling the truth? Maybe Dad is telling the truth and you're lying to just win me over.
If you don't believe me, why don't you go ask your dad?
But he already told me the truth and you're lying. I'm 100% sure there's no way he quit his job. Dad's been gone every day from early morning until late at night. He was just in formal clothes whenever we left the house.
That's just how he dresses. So that nobody thinks he's an unemployed. But the truth is he's been going to Grandma's house every day.
What? Why he visits the grandma?
He was visiting Grandma every day to take care of her. You've been so busy with school activities and hanging out with friends that you haven't visited Grandma for so long. But I guess Dad hasn't told you that Grandma is not doing so well. Her illness is getting so bad that she can't take care of herself anymore.
What? I didn't know about that. Why didn't Dad tell me? But Mom, Dad's not being lazy and doing nothing all day. He's actually taking care of Grandma. He didn't tell you because he didn't want you to know he's unemployed. But that's good that he's taking care of Grandma. He shouldn't be ashamed of it. It's not an easy thing to do. I'm proud of him.
That's what I thought of him too at first.
Oh, what do you mean? Aren't you proud of him?
I was proud of him for the first year he was actually taking care of her all by himself. But he put her into the nursing home 2 years ago and kept lying to me that he was still taking care of her. He was actually doing nothing for these past couple of years. He lied to me so that I wouldn't be asking him to get a job again. So he kept using Grandma as an excuse to not looking for a job.
Then what is he doing now? Does he still go to Grandma's house?
Yes, he just goes there and watches YouTube and plays video games all day long. He eats takeout pizza every day. He's living the life of a teenager's dream. And in the end he got so bored that he started seeing other women.
What? I can't believe it. He's been using the money you worked hard to get to order pizza and go on dates with other women?
Yes, but you still want to be with Dad, right? I'll leave the house to you too. I hope you have fun living with your dad and your new mom.
Mom. Please text me back right now.
What's that? You seem to be in a hurry. Is something wrong? Just tell me.
Please don't leave without me. I'm coming along with you. I decided to stay with you, Mom. I'll end up being poor if I stay with Dad. I don't want. I'm sorry I misunderstood you, Mom. So please take me with you.
I thought you wanted to stay with Dad.
I heard from Dad that you got a lawyer and you're going to take everything. He said he's going to have nothing left.
Yes, I'm going to get him to pay for what he did. In the divorce settlements, it'll be taken into consideration how much he leached off me. I'm not a petty person, but I have no compassion left for that man. My lawyers will make sure I get everything. His parents also helped him keep his affair and about Grandma being in a nursing home a secret. So I'm cutting off the money I've been sending monthly. Of course, being divorced, I would have no reason to send it anyway. But they didn't know your father is unemployed.
Because of that, everyone is fighting with each other here. They're screaming and yelling right and left. Plus, everyone is saying that they don't want anything to do with Dad anymore.
I'm sorry you're having to go through that.
Dad didn't think you'd end up having to pay you so much money. He doesn't have a job and is not capable of paying a lot of money. He has to pay nothing or something like $5,000.
He really thought I was going to take it easy? Even if he can't pay now, he'll have to find a way to pay for all of it. I'm putting in a lot of money to sue him. I'm not losing this case to him.
Not only did he think he had to pay you very little, he was planning on having us live at Grandpa's house. Then they wouldn't have to pay for rent and Dad's girlfriend has a job that pays pretty well.
So he was thinking of relying on her financially. Wow, he was going to stay jobless even after he got divorced. He really doesn't want to work?
His girlfriend didn't know that we were all going to live together at Grandpa's place. When she found out that Dad was intending on getting her to financially support us, she got furious and left. Now we can't get a hold of her. She won't answer any of Dad's phone calls or reply to his messages.
I'd be furious too if I were her. That man needs to get his priorities straight or he's going to lose everything.
After that, Dad went to Grandpa to ask him to lend some money. Then Grandpa got angry, saying that it's all Dad's fault that Grandpa is losing his monthly allowance. So Dad that he's no longer his son and kicked us out of the house.
I guess nobody thought that telling lies to me would end up like this. They were all taking me for granted, and now seeing what's happening to them? I'm not going to let anybody mess with me anymore.
I don't want to end up being alone with my unemployed dad. He's telling me to drop out of school and get a job as soon as possible.
There's no way he'd be able to pay for that private school. Can't believe that he's trying to get his daughter to work so that he doesn't have to work. How low can he think?
I don't want to stay with him anymore, Mom. Let me be with you.
Natalie. I don't want to take you anymore after all. Don't you forget things you've said to me? I feel like all those years I raised you was lost in vain. I felt like not only your dad abandoned me but my own daughter did too.
Please don't say that, Mom. I only misunderstood. I'm sorry.
You only changed your mind because you finally realized that I have money and your dad doesn't even know. That's what I tried to tell you before so you could make the right decision. But you wouldn't believe me. Now you take your consequences for your decision. I'm not going to help you out. I think I spoiled you too much that you became like this. You need to learn the hard way so you can grow up to be a proper adult.
If you're not going to take me back, then we have an idea too. We're going to get you to pay us $5,000 every month for child support. Dad told me that you're going to have to pay that much.
Sure, but your dad and everyone else can't pay me the amount they're supposed to pay me. So I'll just subduct it from the child support money that I'm supposed to give to your dad. Which it'll leave you with nothing for a while.
How? I don't get it. That means we won't get any child support money forever.
Yes, you should know that.
Wait. You're really not going to help me?
Sorry, Natalie, but I can't do anything else. You need to learn a lesson after all. After that, I decided to file for divorce. According to the judge, the money my ex-husband is supposed to pay to Natalie will be deducted from the child support. Because of her father's unemployment, Natalie had to get a part-time job while she attended her local high school. She soon became rebellious and often got into trouble with the police. My ex-husband is about to find another girlfriend who makes a lot of money so that he can leech off of her. Of course, my ex refused to do any housework. Consequently, it soon caused constant fights between them. Well, that's what they deserved. My life now is so free and enjoyable.
Hi, my name is Suvi. I am descended from a poor family near the sea. Although my family is poor, but I had the happiest childhood with my lovely parents. They never gotten me lack of love or anything. The condition made me strong, brave, and energetic. I also have the positive energy. My life was perfect, but when I went to the university, my dad had to sold our house and my family moved to the city. When I attended the meeting for new school year, I met a very fantastic guy.
Hi, can I have your name, please?
Oh, who are you? Oh, really?
Definitely no, sweetie. But I know that I'm attracted because of you.
Oh, really?
I wanted to know if you have a boyfriend.
No, haha. I am a new student at the school. My family have just moved here for a week. So, are you a student in the school?
No, I am a sponsor for this ceremony. I'm glad to see the beautiful girl like you here.
The sponsor? Oh my god, you are too cool. How old are you?
I think I'm 10 years older than you.
But you still look young and handsome, also you have your own style.
But you know what? You know how long I've been holding my breath?
You're kind of melodramatic, aren't you?
It's endearing, isn't it? Do you want to dance?
Oh, I have no idea how to do the tango.
Just hold my hand and feel the music. You can follow the beat.
It sounds very interesting. I will try it.
Then I hold his hand and we started to dance. His smile was the most beautiful smile ever. Its shine and made my hair move faster.
Oh my God, you look so pretty in this short distance. When the music ended, Tom asked Suvi for her address and also phone number, but she didn't give him.
Tom. Thank you for leading me to a new hobby.
You are welcome. I'd love to see you again. Can I have your phone number?
Sort, but I can't give it to stranger. I only met you once.
Oh, I understand. Hope I can be your acquaintance one day.
Tom tracked my address and sent flour to my home every day. One day, when coming home from school, Suvi found her mom lied in the bathroom. She called the hospital and the doctor said the disease is worse and maybe she can't wake up. Suvi walked around the hospital in the clean air and she suddenly met Tom.
Suvi, what are you doing here? I have waited for a long time to see you here.
Hi Tom, I'm glad to see you here. Why are you here? You are patient?
No, I am the doctor here.
Oh my God, I am so surprised. You didn't tell me this before.
Because you declined my request for knowing your home address and becoming your friend. But you haven't answered my question.
Hoo-hoo. What I have to do, Tom? My mom got a disease and the doctor said she could never wake up.
What serious it is? Can I visit your mom?
Yes.
I will told the doctor send you mom to the special room.
But my family can afford for it too.
I can pay for you. I just need to see you happy. I like you and seeing you stressed like that, my heart feel like choke on something. I really like you, Suvi. Please accept my heart. I'm not just chasing you for fun, LRT me take care of you and also who you love.
Oh Tom, it feel like such a relief to hear those words. Then, Tom enrolled a new doctor and moved my mom to a special care room. Finally, her illness was completely gone. Tom, I can believe it. It's miracle. Thank you so much.
While you like to become my girlfriend? I'm serious.
Yes, I am agree.
Soon after that, me and Tom started to date and every moment why Tom was a dream for me. He can give me everything I want. My life was like hit the jackpot. One day, Tom gave me the diamond ring and asked me for engaged. I agreed with no question. A week later, I married Tom and I found out that he had an 8-year-old daughter. Her name is Allison, who lived with him. Tom was mostly away, so she was raised by the housemaid. She seemed to resent my presence. And she always had some pranks pulled on me in the first few weeks. I still kept trying to be friends with her.
Hey Allison, I have a gift for you. I don't know what you enjoy, but I see everyone seem to like cat. I hope you like this.
Ew, I hate cat. Please take it away from me. I'm allergic to them. Let's name her Suvi because she smells like you and I'm allergic to you too. But the next morning, I found out Allison sleeping with the cat snuggled close to her, and then one night, there was a huge storm with a very strong thunder. I suddenly found Allison at my door. Suvi, I'm really scared of thunder.
Would you feel better if you slept here today, sweetie?
She jumped onto my bed and I distracted her from the storm by telling her several of tales. After that, Allison and I became really close. Over the next few years, I grew to love her like my own. And my day revolved around making her happy. Then one day, I came home to find Tom in the main hall, next to a foreign-looking woman holding Allison's hand.
What going on here?
Oh, my daughter, you've grown so much.
Daughter? So you are Tom's old wife?
Yes, you can see. She has my eyes, her hair is so long. Just like mine. Oh my God, that woman seemed familiar to Allison. Thank you so much for taking such a good care of my daughter. Now I have to take her to Paris with me.
No way. Mom, Dad, what is she talking about? If this is some kind of joke, let me tell you, it's not at all funny.
Oh honey, I know we should have told you before, but it's never felt the right time.
She adopted me when I was a baby and now she won't take me with her. Life is not that easy. I want to live with Dad and my new mom. She not only my mom but also my friend. This is crazy and have no meaning now. Why is she back? I won't leave. I can't live with a stranger and call her mom.
Oh, sweetheart, no, please calm down. I am here with you.
Allison, I know you must have so many questions. But honey, I'm so sorry for everything. Right now, I have been through some really tough times. And I'm so happy that Tom have kind enough to help me and willing to give you to me.
Don't talk nonsense with me. I don't have any time. Dad told her to get out of my house.
Allison, you should know that I loved you. I still do. But when I had you, I wasn't ready for a kid. That time your father have nothing and also your grandparents didn't allow us to marry. I was not well. So I and Tom decided to break up and the Tom took charge of raising you. Even if we loved you, but we're finally reunited. After that I will make Subi crazy women and also Elysian away because this is my place. I will take you to the best university in France and give you my own brand. That's what I bill for my little daughter. I've been waiting for this day long time before to see your smile when receiving my special gift. And the day you called me Mom.
What? Your words were giving me a headache. I saw how distressed both Allison and Diana were, so I call Allison to a room and talk to her.
Allison, tell me what you want. I want to hear from you.
Actually, I am so happy here now with you and Dad, but sometimes I dream about the day I meet my mom. I want to be with her, but I can't put myself down. Then I explain to her, but she still don't listen.
Diana, I have explained to her, but she seemed not to understand. She need more time to be familiar with you. And she need to be with me this time.
I will stay at this house. Do you okay with that?
How unreasonable are you? Why you can suggest that choice? I don't agree. Although we have been in a relationship, but now I have a wife, so you can't be here.
So I will take Elysian with me.
Wait, I want Elysian stay with me more, so please let her stay here, Tom.
Dad, I need time to decide, so please accept that request.
Okay, I will accept the request of whom I love, not you, Diana. The next day, Diana moved her assets and started living in our house.
Hi sister, you look like me. Who is your sister? Saying that she took tons of pictures from her backpack and showed them in Elysian's face. I just love the photos of Mom and I. We look so happy, right? She loves me so much. She told me all about you when I was growing up, but she said I was her world. Elysian got angry and then I came and hold her hand.
So Allison was my world too. You can see she's really happy when staying here.
They seemed like didn't like each other, but I thought Elysian can get used to this. One day when I walked in the house, I heard something strange.
This is too pretty, Liz. I will take this.
Mom, I want to be cool as Elysian, so I will take her luxury clothes and wear it to my school. Then my friend will love me. And I will told them I had a rich father and I am living in a big castle.
I will flirt on Tom and then take my position as his wife. After that I will make Subi crazy women and also Elysian away because this is my place.
Oh my God, that was crossing the line. I gave her a chance to meet Allison because I think nothing can divide mother and her daughter. But that was crossing the line. I had to keep an eye on Diana and Liz. Soon, I noticed that something was definitely off. I and Tom and also Allison kept losing Sam items around the house. I tried to tell Tom about everything, but he didn't believe it.
Tom, I have something to tell you. You may not believe it, but I can show you.
What going on, Suvi?
Diana and Liz come here not to be familiar with elision, they come to steal our assets.
What do you say? Do you have any evidence for this?
Of course I had. Don't be shocked because you can see the truth. Then I took Tom to Diana's room and then we heard everything they talk with each other. When we opened the door, the sight left us speechless. So many things were all piled up on the table.
Even my Cartier earrings was there.
Oh, hey Tom, why are you here?
That what I must ask you. What are you doing now? What is that thing? All the items I and my wife lost? That's hilarious! I hope there is a reason for it because I was trusted you. Don't let me disappointed, please.
You must explain it to us. If you don't, I will call the police.
When hearing the word police, Diana changes her attitude.
No, it's not what you think.
Mom, we have to say the truth or the police will catch us. I'm so scary. It's exactly what you see and think.
I'm so sorry, Suvi, Tom. I lived in France for a long time, but I had too many debt. I can't pay for it.
You think I'm gonna let you run off after this?
Right then, all of a sudden, Diana started crying, and Liz hugged her tight.
It's me who stole all the stuff. Liz, you don't have to take the blame for it. Tom, Suvi, I had the problem OG Finance for a long time, and then I heard Tom's very rich. So I came here, stole everything on the pretext of taking Allison away. I keep taking things without asking. It's something I can't control, no matter how hard I try. I'm so ashamed of myself.
You should leave the house as soon as you can.
Yes, we can't believe you anymore.
Mom, Dad, please don't let them go.
Why is that, Allison?
'Cause I have just found my mom and sister again, so I don't want to lose them.
That my daughter requests so I can help you with money, Diana.
You guys can stay here and we will become a big family. And families don't leave each other in times of need.
Diana, you need to get better for our daughter.
Tom, can you give her a job?
Of course, honey.
Then we gave her the money to pay for a debt and also a position in Tom's hospital. We pay the school fee for Liz to learn in the same school as Allison. And we live happily together.